7K product disclaimer. Purchasing precious metals, bullion, coins, and/or collectibles involves risk. We strongly encourage you to exercise due diligence and properly educate yourself prior to purchasing precious metals. The information presented in 7K's wealth strategies is not to be considered tax or financial advice. We encourage you to seek appropriate professional advice regarding the tax and financial implications of buying, owning, or selling precious metals. The price and future value of precious metals is based on many factors, including but not limited to market and economic conditions. Past performance of precious metals is no guarantee of future performance or value. We are all incurring inflation. How many of you did your salary increase in that 20 years by the lowest of any of these increases? Well, then you're getting behind? Why are you getting behind? Just like in the video, as the government increases their deficit spending, increases their debt ceiling, every year they have to print up money to pay the bills, which just deletes what we've been working hard for. But every time they print up money, gold and silver go up. That's pretty cool. Gold and silver has been a big secret, just like they told us on the video. It's called sound money, and it's something everyone needs. Here's why. Imagine working for 60 years and saving just 1 ounce of silver per week. By the end of your career, you'd have accumulated 3,120 ounces of silver. In 1965, just 2,500 ounces of silver, or $2,500 at the time, could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. Fast forward to 2024, and those same 2,500 ounces could now buy 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. Gold tells an even more powerful story. In less than 25 years, look at what 626 ounces of gold could purchase in 2000 compared to what they're worth in 2024. That's the power of sound money. It preserves your wealth and grows your purchasing power over time. So, it's clear, you should be saving a little gold every month. But how do you do that? That's where sound money comes in. With your Sound Money account, you have a simple, powerful way to convert dollars into real gold and silver. Let's look at an example. If you had put $1,000 into a traditional checking or savings account, what would it be worth today? With inflation and dilution, you're not earning much, and your buying power drops over time, even using the government's own inflation numbers. But if you had used that same $1,000 to buy gold in your Sound Money account back in January 2025 at our pricing, you would have purchased 0.65 ounces of gold. That's the beauty of this system. You don't need to buy a full ounce. You can own fractional amounts, and that flexibility is something we made possible. Today, those same 0.65 ounces would be worth around $2,275 in buying power. Had you chosen silver instead, you'd still own those ounces, and their value would also have increased significantly by April 2025. So ask yourself, what would you rather have, depreciating dollars or appreciating gold and silver? You may not own precious metals yet, but that's exactly why we're having this conversation. What if you saved just $100 a month? Well, you'd end up with a small pile of cash, but we all know $100 doesn't go nearly as far as it used to. It won't buy much today, and its buying power will only continue to shrink. Honestly, there's not much sense in calculating what that cash would be worth years from now, because we already know the answer. Not much. But here's the key. If instead you had been putting $100 a month into gold through a Sound Money wallet, like we've been doing, your story would look very different. You would have been steadily building real value in gold, which holds its worth and even grows over time. You didn't have that account then, but you can now. And that's exactly why we're talking to you, because it's not too late to start. What would you rather have? Let's take a quick look at a simple example. Imagine placing a lump sum of $10,000 into savings for just 3 years. Now ask yourself, do you want that money sitting in cash, slowly losing purchasing power? Or would you prefer it protected in something with a track record of stability and growth, like gold and silver? This is about financial protection, a kind of insurance against inflation and economic uncertainty. Precious metals like gold and silver have always served as a defense strategy, not just for today's inflation, but also in catastrophic financial events. History continues to prove this over and over again. You may have heard the ads on TV. They talk about gold and silver, but they don't give you real access or tools to act on it. We do. Here, you're not pressured. You learn at your pace, make your own decisions, and join a supportive community of like-minded people. Our company made owning gold and silver simple and accessible, just like Costco, Amazon, Netflix, or Sam's Club did in their industries. Those are all membership-based companies, and with your membership here, you get real privileges, especially when it comes to acquiring and growing your wealth through sound money. Now's the time to protect what you've worked so hard to earn. Until now, owning gold and silver has been complicated, but 7K made it simple. And we're not just a startup with an idea. This November, we'll be celebrating 9 years in business, and we've grown to become one of the largest gold and silver companies in America. All you need is a membership, and we've made that easy too. We've made fractional gold and silver ownership a reality, allowing you to buy as little as $1 at a time. Yes, seriously. Now anyone can start building real wealth with precious metals, no matter their budget. All you need to do is open an account, what we call a sound money account. It works a lot like a crypto wallet or an online banking account, but instead of just cash or crypto, you're holding real gold and silver. You can log in anytime to see exactly how many ounces you own, what you paid for them, and what they're worth today. And here's a key point. You don't have to store it at home or worry about insuring it. Your metals are safely stored, fully insured by Lloyd's of London, and held in a secure vault. Even better, you have instant liquidity. You can sell your gold and silver back to the company at some of the highest buyback rates in the market. No more stress about where to sell or who to trust. That's a challenge that's plagued this industry for decades, and we've solved it. Of course, it's always smart to keep a little physical gold and silver on hand for true emergencies. But with your Sound Money account, you've got the flexibility, security, and access to precious metals that everyday people have never had before. What you're really getting with your membership is access to a Sound Money wallet account, a secure, powerful way to buy, hold, and manage real gold and silver. Want your metals shipped to your door? You can. Just cover standard shipping and insurance, like with any other company. But the true value lies in the convenience and control you gain. With your Sound Money wallet, you get fast, simple, and secure liquidation, often at the best buyback prices in the industry. No hassle, no guesswork, no middlemen. It's all built in. This isn't just about buying precious metals. It's about owning them the smart way. How do you get started? It's simple. You can get a basic membership. It's just $149, a $457 value, or the Legacy Lifetime membership is $599, an $867 value. There's a difference between the two, of course. I recommend the Legacy membership for $599 with more benefits. The reason is that when you get a 7K Legacy membership, you get a deal. Sound Money Wallet membership alone is $199 every year. Every year, you pay for and renew it. When you get a 7K membership, you're going to get a lot of lagniaps, a lot of extra. We're not going to talk about those extras at this time. I don't want to confuse the issue right now. Everybody needs a 7K Sound Money account, and you get it through 7K, okay? The basic $149 membership is very limited. This is meant for the young people just starting out in life by starting their account, so they can start saving a little bit every week, every month. Even if they're working a minimum wage job, they're going to get $20 of gold bar value put in their account. It's not like Costco where you just get a card and you get to go to the store, or Sam's Club where you get to go to the store and then you have to renew that membership every year. No, but you get to buy up to $1,000 of some of the best priced gold and silver that you can buy incrementally in the marketplace, fee-free. You don't pay any storage fees. You don't pay any insurance costs for that basic. There are a lot of other member benefits that come with this, and I'd like to get into them at a later time. We don't need you to learn all about that now. We will look at the extras you get to participate in soon, if you want. You don't have to, okay? But Everybody needs a sound money wallet account through 7K. If you get a legacy membership, you're going to get $40 in gold bar value put in your sound money account. But here's the key. You get to save up to $50,000. Get to accumulate up to $50,000, or you can do it all in one swoop if you want to. But you can do it over time. You can ease your way into this, you can get comfortable, you can know what it's all about, you take it and get comfortable with it. You can save a little bit at a time. You can increment, you can put it in your budget, and all at no storage fees. And look, after that, either the $1,000 or $50,000, then you have to pay storage and insurance costs. Oh, and by the way, it's insured by Lloyd's of London. Everyone knows Lloyd's of London. So it's better insurance than what your bank offers for your cash in your bank account. If you physically own the gold and silver, as I have done for many, many years, that was the only alternative available before. We can buy incrementally and store in private vaults, not depositories. I've used a depository. I still have money in the depository because I had contracts and still do. I'm talking about real sound money, gold and silver. These depositories have mostly been for the wealthy people, not for everyone. This company has made it available if you own physical gold and silver. Make your choice. Go with what works for you. Here's your problem. What happens when you need to turn it into cash? What do? You've got to find somebody to buy it from you. Locally, you'll need to go to the pawn shop or the local coin dealer. Well, you can expect nothing higher than spot. You'd better know what you're doing and be a very good negotiator. Really, you're going to get on average, about 85% of spot. Well, you're paying above spot to get it, because that's what happens in gold and silver. Just like stocks and bonds, you have a bid price and you have a sell price. It works the same way with gold and silver. It may go up a little bit, but the whole gold and silver market is gradually going up most of the time. It never goes bankrupt. That's why it's financial insurance. Or you can get with one of the 3 largest online brokers who have a minimum amount in quantity. Otherwise, they don't even want to talk to you if you're not selling back to them a minimum amount of gold and silver. What if you only want to sell $1,000 worth? Well, you can forget dealing with these guys. You don't have enough. You've got to pay the shipping insurance, you've got to send it to them, and then it's a 3 to 6 week process. And whatever they give you as an offer, you either accept or you're going to have to give up your deposit. Oh yeah. You have to send a deposit check along with your gold and silver. It's called a deal check. They keep that deal check if you don't accept their offer. So you're kind of like, at their mercy in this deal. But with Sound Money Vault Max, you get to buy these affordable incremental quantities that I talk about at the most affordable in the marketplace for incremental quantities. You get to have your own buying strategy. You get to buy when you want, how you want, and you need to do it on autosave and like a payroll deduction. Again, it's safe, it's secure, and it's fully insured. It's in a private vault that must be audited every week by an independent auditor. They must have all that our accounts add up to partially as full ounce bars or coins in the VaultMax vault. Or they can't do business until their book balance because they're nothing more than a vaulter. Okay, they're different than a depository. No government reporting on what you own. Private vaulting regulation versus depository. They can't use your money to expand their business as collateral like a depository can. You get to see your holdings 24/7, just like in your bank account, just like in your crypto account. That's just magic dust anyway. Everybody needs gold and silver. It's your financial insurance. It's the ultimate diversification. What we just went over, that's true. So let's get started. Let's get your account. Let's set up your instant liquidation through your Sound Money Vault Max account at the best, if not the best, buyback prices. No hassle, no negotiation, and no stress. You get trained in gold and silver bullion using simple, easy-to-understand language through a video series in your back office called the 7K Buyer's Certification Training. You'll also gain access to the 7K Collector's Certification Training, which teaches you about numismatic and collectible coins. These are powerful tools to help you educate yourself and diversify your approach to building long-term wealth. You learn all that now, and there's so much more. With your membership, you also get access to 7K benefits, which includes things like health insurance, life insurance, travel discounts, IRAs, and more. We don't want to overwhelm you. You'll have the chance to learn about everything at your own pace. You're never required to use any of it. But one thing's for sure, you will own your sound money wallet. Basic is good, but Legacy is much better. Make a commitment to your future. Get yourself on track to building up your fee-free, insurance-free $50,000 in affordable gold and silver. It's all safely and securely stored in the Sound Money Vault Max Vault in Idaho, where, by the way, there are no taxes on gold and silver. That's right, no taxes, just sound money. We want to welcome you to 7K and your road to financial security and wealth building. Let's grab a membership. Which one do you want? Let's get started now.